Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to North Warren Regional High School in Blairstown, New Jersey. As champion athletes, Apex Wrestling School, the Harrington Companies, Performance Trophies and Medals, and Forum Coffee brings you tonight's matchup between the visiting Hackettstown Tigers and the North Warren Patriots. I'm your commentator on the call, James Clarke. Alongside me on the call is James Dacunto, a former North Warren wrestler. James, welcome to the broadcast tonight. Two good teams here. Obviously, they know each other very well, not too far away from each other. Just talk a little bit about tonight's matchup tonight. What can we just expect?
From North Warren, it's going to be interesting because they definitely have a lot more kids than they did when I came here. So last year when I came here, we were given I think 36 points and forfeits each match. Also, there's a new head coach for North Warren, a new assistant coach. So it'll be interesting to see how the kids react to a new coach.
Definitely. It always is a transitional year when you have a new head coach in the helm and, really getting things figured out. So it'll be interesting to see how they do here tonight. But they have some pretty good numbers in the room. I know they're a little bit smaller side, but they'll do fine. I know for the Hackettstown Tigers, Jim Behringer in his fourth year with the Hackettstown Tigers as the head coach, have a lot of really good wrestlers. They have more the wrestlers in the wrestling room this year. About 32 kids on the roster, 3 seniors on the team, 2 really good sophomore wrestlers in Joe Rowinski, that we'll be seeing later on tonight, and we'll be seeing Gio Gutierrez as well, too, some really good sophomores, and Zach Calhoun we'll be expecting to see at 190 tonight as well, too, is another solid senior wrestler, one of the seniors for this squad. So it'll be a really interesting matchup to see where both teams fall out, and then everything will work out just fine. So I think it will be a good match tonight.
Yeah, and North Warren, they've got some good wrestlers themselves. They've got Logan Garrick's a senior up at 175, and they have Connor Hallowich down, I believe he's wrestling at 120 this year, a state qualifier. Cole Castles will be another good wrestler for the Patriots.
So some really good wrestlers going on tonight for sure. So we'll be starting tonight's matchup here at 106 pounds tonight. Before we get into the meat of things, we like to take the time to thank our sponsors for tonight, and they are the following: Cosmo's Garage, Trinity Air Cooling, Heating, and Comfort, Sonny's 2 Pizza and Pasta, Estabile Wrestling Club, Pizza Express of Blairstown, Lobo MMA, Quality Automotive of Blairstown, and Anco Hydraulics for providing financial support for tonight's match here between the Hackettstown Tigers and North Warren Patriots. The official for tonight is Joe Benvenuto, someone who's been an official for a long time in the sport of wrestling, amongst many others as well.
I think he was reffing my matches since I was in 6th grade.
Definitely, he's been around for a long time. So let's go ahead and let's talk about our social media. Follow us on social media on Facebook, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on X at GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. Be sure to also hit that little like button down below on our stream from tonight and hit the subscribe button on our YouTube page for all of your wrestling needs. It's your teams, your counties, and it's your site. Do you own a local business? Why don't you become a sponsor? We have some sponsorship opportunities left for the 24-25 season. All you have to do is just, if you see that black box right there with the red text that says your logo here, provide all the information that you need and fill out the sponsor form so we can make you the star of the show at GardenStateHSWrestling.com. Again, we are here at North Warren Regional High School bringing you the action tonight between the Hackettstown Tigers and the North Warren Patriots. Once again, I am James Clarke, the commentator on the call, and James Dacunto, as we will be getting ready and saying with the national anthem.
Proudly we hail. What so 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 proudly we hail.
Nice singing there by the North Warren Patriots of the national anthem. Again, we will be starting tonight's matchup at 106 pounds as the team captains and head coaches enter to the center of the mat for the coin flip. So it's interesting how both alums, you're an alumni here from North Warren, alum from Hackettstown as well. What are the odds that we were going to get to call this match tonight? It's kind of nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice being back in this gym, even though I'm not wrestling. It's nice to see some of these guys finish off their career. Logan Garrix, was my training partner last year, so it's nice to be here calling his matches.
Definitely, and it's always good to be able to call the school that you went to, and the decision has been determined. So Hackettstown will have the even bouts here for tonight. Again, we will be starting at 106 pounds to start off the night for tonight. Hackettstown will be sending out first at 106. Hackettstown in the white singlet with the orange trim. North Warren coming out with the nice white trim around the waist. And it is a forfeit for Hackettstown. They're already up 6-0. We'll go right into the 113-pound weight class. Today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, the Harrington Companies, Performance Trophies and Medals, and Form Coffee. James Clarke and James Dacunto on the call. We're here at North Warren High School, bringing you the live action here between the North Warren Patriots and the Hackettstown Tigers. And here we are at 113 pounds, the official first match for the night. We have Joe Rowinski of Hackettstown, and for North Warren, would you say that last name right there too? I know you know the North Warren.
No,
well.
he's a newer wrestler. He wasn't around last year, and I believe he's a freshman, so I do not know him.
Gerard for North Warren, and Rowinski gets in on that takedown, makes it 3-0, as he's at the edge of the mat right there. He has that 1 foot in as well, which actually the sneaker of Rowinski actually goes in quite well within the white circle of the wrestling mat.
I'm a fan of these new out-of-bound rules, the college out-of-bound rules.
Absolutely. It definitely makes a big difference in matches, and
yeah,
he's going to get, I did see 2 swipes right there slightly, but now he's going to get some more swipes right there. He should be near the fall right here any second. Just needs to put that arm just a little bit. Well, if he gets out of bounds, then
only need a foot in bounds now, though.
Yep, and he gets the pin. Hackettstown Tigers are leading 12-0 over the North Warren Patriots. Follow us on social media on Facebook, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on X at GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. Be sure to also put a like down below on our YouTube stream and hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs. It's your teams, it's your county, and it's your site, GardenStateHSWrestling.com. Here we are. We are here at the 120 bout here.
We have Connor Hallowich from North Warren.
As North Warren showed up first, so this is Connor Hallowich. And this is, gets in on a shot there on Hallowich. Close to it at least. He gets to 3 points, gets the takedown, leads it 3-0. Brian Dougherty of Hackettstown versus Connor Hallowich of North Warren. Connor Hallowich, one of the pound-for-pound wrestlers last year for your North Warren squad. Very lanky for a 120-pounder.
He was at 106 last year.
Definitely grew for sure, so he's at that 120 the 120 weight class now for this season. As Dougherty had that head lever there for the second on the right side of Hallowich. Now he's going to try to break him down, see what he can do.
Connor's a weird wrestler, though. He might be down by a lot, but you can never count him out. He always has a move in his back pocket that he might just pull out, and half the times I don't even know if he knows what he's doing, but it works well for him.
And Dougherty has that tilt in there. He has the control of the wrist. And now he has that claw thrown in, see what he can try and do with that. Less than a minute left to go in the first period. See what he can try and do there, but nothing doing there for him. And Hallowell's trying to get in on a switch, but nothing going there for him. It just spins right back from behind. Almost feel like at this point, you know, you're not able to turn Hallowell, so I just wonder what it's going to be like. You know, we have 30 seconds left. I wonder what it's going to be like going into the second period, because it is going to be Hallowell's choice. And, you know, would he be able to ride him from top if Doherty tries to go bottom?
He is pretty strong on top. He has a good bar and wrist tilt, really good with his bar overall. So, I mean, if I'm North Warren, I'm realistically deferring this choice, seeing how Connor does on top, and then making my decision in the third period where I want to put him.
Definitely close out the first period, and that will be a 3-0 lead for Doherty over Hallowell. It's going to be Hallowell's choice. He's going to defer, just like you said. And he's going bottom, and I know Coach Behringer was indicating to go neutral. He saw something there that he didn't really want him to go, but he said to him, if you're going to go bottom, you got to get out.
Yep.
And a lot of times, too, and, you know, as a former wrestler yourself, too, you know, a lot of the times you want to make sure that it gets stopped there for potentially dangerous on Hallowell. There wasn't fully control of that elbow. But as I was saying, one of those things you want to be able to look out for, especially when you're, you know, on bottom. Like, obviously a lot of coaches are going to choose bottom, but you want to be able to, it's like the easiest way to get a point. But sometimes some wrestlers just can't get out from bottom. And, you know, in this case, you want to be able to do that, and you have to do it quick.
When you're controlling a match on the feet and on top, you know, you got to question if you want to go on bottom and risk getting turned, especially I believe these two wrestled last year, especially since they know that Connor is solid on top. You know, not throwing anything against Doherty.
Right, and it's because of the length. The length of Hallowell is definitely making a big difference, and that's why Coach Behringer was indicating to go neutral there and seeing if he can get that takedown. As you can see right there, it's working out to North Warren's advantage, being able to defer it, and Doherty definitely see if he can try and get out of it. But Hallowell's doing a good job from just spinning from behind and seeing what he can do with it. But Doherty is trying to work for the reversal, but Hallowell is just getting in there. He's doing a nice job of getting in there.
He's long, you know. It's really weird wrestling those long guys like that, because he could just grab, you know, you could have being deep on his leg, and he could just grab that crotch lock and hold on from all types of weird positions because he's long.
Exactly, and they stopped it for potentially dangerous, and he's going to hit him with a caution here for,
I believe,
the elbow. A lot of officials.
No caution. I think he was just warning him on his starting position.
Because he's been starting pretty quickly. You know, from the first 6 seconds, you can kind of see he jumped the whistle there a little bit, and he was about to do it right there, so kind of giving him that chance to do that. But 30 seconds left to go in the second period.
I mean, if I'm North Warren, I might put him on their feet, because Connor's close to a turn here.
But not too much there really working for him, as it wasn't too much of that upper body strength. He wasn't able to get him fully over, but he's definitely going to ride out this second period, as we have less than 10 seconds to go in the second. Hallowell's going to try to definitely make sure that he breaks down the base of Doherty. But after 2 periods, Doherty is holding on right now for a 3-0 lead, and Hallowell's choice, he's going to go, yep, exactly, just like as we talked about, he's going to go top. He's been riding him from top. I think they feel very confident that he can get some swipes and win the match, and that's the big thing now going into high school matches, that you can get 4 swipes and get 4 back points.
Yeah, if he gets 4 swipes, he wins. He realistically wins the match. I mean, you never know. Doherty can get out. Just if we're going off a last period, you'd have to favor, you know, give it to Connor. Think Connor would win if he were to get swipes.
Exactly, and that's how we have to kind of look at it at this vantage point right now, as we're 30 seconds into the third period. He's bringing back that arm. The official's just kind of looking in just to make sure it's in that correct angle for him to be able to run it. Otherwise, they'll stop that, as you know. So
If I'm Connor, I'm switching off this leg ride because he hasn't gotten too much off of it, and I know he has other offense on top. But he seems to be committed to this leg ride.
yeah, exactly. And he's trying to split the legs of Doherty as well, seeing if he can do it. But he's got a minute left to go, just about a minute left to go in the third period. So he's going to have to work something quick here if he wants to try to win this match and put North Warren on the board. Now he's got a power half thrown in there.
Doesn't look too deep.
I almost feel like at this point, you know, we were at the 45-second mark. Now we have a stall warning on Doherty and a stall warning on him already on the bottom man. That's the first one of the match. And Hackettstown not too happy about that call. And it's going to get stopped for stalemate. We're going to go right into 33 seconds left to go in the third period. See what he could try to do here with 33 seconds left at this point. You know, definitely not a lot of time left. You got to really make something happen and go quick because he keeps throwing in that leg. You know, you would think he would try something a little bit different, and maybe he will and try to catch him off guard, but I'm not sure if that's going to exactly happen here at this late stage of the match.
About 15 seconds left. It's really hard to turn somebody with 15 seconds left, I'll tell you.
It is.
Because all you have to do is kind of just, you know, make yourself heavy, belly out.
And that's what's going to happen right there. And Halowitz rode out for 4 minutes in total, but overall, not going to make the difference here as Doherty wins this one 3-0, extends the lead for Hackettstown. It is 15-0. Let's be sure to talk about our social media. Follow us on social media on Facebook, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on X, GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. Be sure to hit that little like button down below on our stream and also hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs. It's your team, it's your county, and it's your site, GardenStateHSWrestling.com. Today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, the Harrington Companies, Performance Trophies and Medals, and Forum Coffee. We are here at North Warren High School bringing you the action between the Hackettstown Tigers and the North Warren Patriots. James Clarke and James Dacunto on the call. We are 4 bouts in. This is the 4th bout of the night here. Hackettstown is leading 15-0, and we are now wrestling at the 126-pound bout. As he gets in on a nice single leg right there, going in and gets the takedown, makes it 3-0. See if he can try and break down that base and see what he could try and do from there, but just holding on there. He's got to let him go. Coach Berenger trying to tell him from the other side to cut him. Gets out, makes it 3-1. We have Stouch from North Warren and Penaluzza from Hackettstown. Gets in on another double leg right there, makes it 6-1. That's kind of nice about these takedowns now that you're getting them. It makes wrestlers wrestle. You get the 3-point takedowns. Makes matches go by a lot quicker, and it really builds up an offense.
Definitely a fan of all the new rules, the out of bounds and the takedowns, turns, all that. I like how they are rewarding scoring more.
And now we get a takedown there as we say that, and you're going to get some back points coming out of that too.
Locked up.
Yep, definitely. He might get the stick right here.
Yep.
And he gets the pin. Big pin right there for Hackettstown. It extends the lead. It is 21-0. My goodness. Hackettstown on a roll, the 1-4 bouts in. Do you own a local business? Why don't you become a sponsor? Hit that little black box right there where in the red text it says your logo here, and provide and fill out the sponsorship form right there to provide anything for your business. Let GardenStateHSWrestling.com make you the star of the show. We are heading into the 132-pound weight class. Already 4 bouts in. 21-0. Hackettstown is leading this. For Hackettstown, we have Gio Gutierrez.
And from North Warren, we have Sid Dwyer.
Gutierrez getting in on that takedown, makes it 3-0. Gutierrez had a really nice freshman season from last year, too. Qualified for regions and, you know, what was one of those wrestlers, too, to look out for this coming year. Definitely impressive wrestler in his own right. And he gives up the escape. Makes it 3-1.
Sid is a newer wrestler. I believe he started wrestling last year. But he definitely, has a lot of potential. I've wrestled around with him in the room. He's one of the guys who I thought had more potential than a lot of the other guys. But that being said, he is a newer guy, and it kind of depends on what he's doing in the off season, how he does in his high school career.
Definitely, and wrestling's one of those sports you want to be able to build up the base, and you know that Gutierrez definitely has been having some wrestling experience for quite some time.
Yeah.
So, and Dwyer definitely looking like he's building up some time, and these kind of matches are only going to help wrestlers to get better.
Yeah, I'm hoping some of these newer guys who are wrestling just now aren't getting too discouraged by these losses, because mostly everybody outside of Connor who's wrestled so far is a new wrestler, is a first-year wrestler. And these matches really are just about, seeing where you're at, seeing what you need to improve on, testing yourself against some of the better guys.
Exactly, and Gutierrez is one of those guys that's definitely given him the experience as he leads it. It's now 9-2 here.
He's got a crossface cradle locked up.
And we'll see what he can do from that. And he's got something locked up there. He's got the cradle locked up there. We'll see if he can stick him here. 15 seconds left to go in the first period.
Yeah, Sid's one of those kids who just fights like hell off his back. Really hard to pin. Really, really hard to pin.
He definitely looks like the kind of kid that definitely can fight for a full 6 minutes too, which is one of those things that a coach can definitely ask for, is wrestle 6 minutes. I know you've been in the program before. I was in the program, and we're always preaching go with 6 minutes. But going into the second period, Gutierrez leads it. It is 12-2, and he's going to take defense to start the second period. We'll see what Dwyer can do from top, as he's trying to work something from there from the top. And
we're just trying to chop right now.
And Gutierrez, you could kind of tell he was trying to work for Granby almost just a little bit. And then Dwyer, I think, felt the momentum of that and didn't want to give it up. And Gutierrez,
sit out by Gutierrez.
Yep, and he gets the reversal, leads it. Now it's 14-2. All he needs is just one more turn to get the tech fall, if he doesn't pin him. But he's looking at his coaches. I think he's also looking too. Now he's got that crossface thrown in, and see if he can try and bring something from that. All he needs to do is just try to turn him here one more time. I think he does want to do that, but he could even...
He can get a takedown too, or does he need to?
So if he gets the escape here, it's only 14-3. He can get the three-point takedown, cut him one more time, and then get another takedown in, because he's been playing the takedown game pretty good here and only was able to turn him once, and maybe that's a strategy that you got to look into. 50 seconds left to go in the second period.
He could be looking for 6 too. That might be the other thing. He's got power half locked in.
I think he'll get something from that. Now he's going to get some swipes, and that should just about end it right there for Gutierrez. He gets the pin instead. You're right.
Yep.
Looked exactly for the pin, and that's what he got. Extends the lead. It's 27-0, Hackettstown. Follow us on social media, on Facebook, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on X at GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram, GardenStateHSWrestling. Be sure to also hit that like button down below on our stream from tonight, and also be sure to hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs. It's your team, it's your county, and it's your site, GardenStateHSWrestling.com. We're here at North Warren High School, bringing you the action tonight between the Hackettstown Tigers and the North Warren Patriots. James Clarke and James Dacunto on the call. For tonight, we are here at 138 pounds.
We have Cole Castles from North Warren versus
Duncan from Hackettstown.
Cole's the kid you're going to want to watch out for this year. Very solid wrestler. Could have made some noise in regions last year. He got the flu about 2 or 3 days before regions, so he wasn't able to fully compete in the offseason, but somebody I definitely think you're going to be hearing about come March.
Definitely. I know he had a really nice season from last year, and coming back as a sophomore, definitely going to make the big difference right there for him as he gets the takedown.
He's up 3-0, and he's cutting him.
3-1 now. Castles leads this.
Duncan is in on a shot. He's coming out the back door. Cole's facing him. Good whizzer. Good defense by Castles. Really good defense.
And Duncan doing a good job not giving up anything here. And Castles gets the takedown, though, as I say that.
And he has
no back points there yet. I know
almost had it.
Almost did, but just needed a little bit more of that momentum. Now he can run it here.
Putting him towards his back. Duncan's doing a good job fighting it so far, but
looks like it's going to be a Castles right now, at least if he doesn't stick him. I mean, Duncan could definitely fight off of it, and he's been, for the most part, you can kind of see like that golden arm, as they call it, you know, trying to prevent himself from getting pinned right there. And
Castles gets the pin.
Gets the pin, puts North Warren on the board, makes it 27-6. Do you own a local business? Well, why don't you go ahead and you can become a sponsor for us. We still have sponsorship opportunities left for the 24-25 season. All you have to do, if you see that black box right there with the red text that says your logo here, and fill out the sponsor form. Let GardenStateHSWrestling.com make you the star of the show. We also like to take the time to thank our local sponsors for today, and they are the following: Cosmore's Garage, Trinity Air, Cooling, Heating, and Comfort, Sonny's 2 Pizza and Pasta, Estabilt Wrestling Club, Pizza Express of Blairstown, Lobo MMA, Quality Automotive of Blairstown, and Anco Hydraulics for providing financial support. The broadcast tonight, the match for tonight between the Hackettstown Tigers and the North Warren Patriots.
Got Trey Zebron from the Patriots. He's up at 144 this year. He was a 120-pounder last year. As he gets in on a shot, gets stuffed by Pinto.
Pinto doing a good job fighting off of it.
Good re-attack by Pinto. No takedown yet. No takedown yet.
They both go out of bounds. Going to go right back to the center of the mat. As both wrestlers get themselves ready and set. And Pinto's ready to go. You could just tell that both wrestlers are aggressive and ready to go.
Good double by Zebron, but good defense by Pinto. Oh, Pinto's got a cradle locked up.
Oh, it looked like, I almost thought that was going to be a takedown for Zebron, but, you know, instead it ended up being a takedown for Pinto. And that's pretty impressive right there to be able to scramble out of that and get the takedown. And
Zebron fought off the cradle. And Pinto is up 3-0. No backs off of that exchange.
All he has to do here is just try to see if he can throw in those legs. That's exactly what he does. That's something that Hackettstown Wrestling has been traditionally known as far as their cradles. They've always practiced hard on cradles, and they practice on riding legs as well, too. I was one of those wrestlers that rode legs a lot. So not that I was always the greatest wrestler, but it helped me out a lot to work on my offense on top.
North Warren with a new coach, so I could not. Well, I was under. Oh, that does not look good right now.
The official is looking at. I kind of thought I was looking in it. It definitely didn't look like it didn't look pretty. I knew the official was looking in on it carefully and was able to stop it. So that was a good call there by referee Joe Benvenuto.
You know, North Warren under their new head coach. I'm not too sure what they're working in the room. I'm sure was scary. I remember from when I was wrestling for him under the youth program, it was big on elbow passes, a near side cradle from front head. He was big, just real kind of basic kind of wrestler. Nothing against it. I'm sure he wouldn't have a problem with anything I'm saying here. Oh, Zebron. Oh. No points here.
Ooh,
no points here.
It almost could have been.
Oh, no, they gave one to Zebron.
They gave the escape right there. That's right at the buzzer right there for the escape. I mean, it could have been reversal right at the end there, but he gives them the one, makes it 3-1 now. Pinto leads it, and he goes defense to start the second period. As Zebron's trying to break down the base of Pinto.
Slides in an arm bar. This is where Zebron likes to be on top. He loves to throw a bar and wrist. But he loses it.
Pinto gets the escape. Should be near the escape at least.
Not yet. There it is.
Yep, he gives him the escape.
A lot of times refs won't give it to you when you're tied up like that. But it was a good call by the ref as they went out of bounds to give him the escape.
It definitely, you could definitely tell for sure that it was going to be close. I mean, now they're calling a stall warning.
Oh, because
Pinto.
of the shoelace.
There you go. That's a lot of officials, as we've seen in recent times, that can be huge for
always
stall warnings.
always tape your laces. That's something I learned last year.
Absolutely. And again, we'd like to take the time to thank our local sponsors for today, and they are the following: Cosmore's Garage, Trinity Air Cooling, Heating and Comfort, Sonny's 2 Pizza and Pasta, Estabile Wrestling Club, Pizza Express of Blairstown, Lobo MMA, Quality Automotive of Blairstown, and Nanco Hydraulics.
Trey's in on a double again.
And with a tight match like that, 4-1, that's you don't really want a stall warning right there too. You don't want that to happen. But nice sprawl right there. That's another thing I know.
Zebron's doing a good job working up. Oh, Zebra might get backs here. Zebra might get the fall.
He gets the takedown right there.
No
at
backs.
Least. All tied up here.
4-4.
And another thing that Hackettstown works on is the Granbies is always another one that they work on a lot of times, and not being able to do anything there, but Zebra doing a good job of riding from that. As he has that cross face thrown in there. See what he can try and do with that here. 40 seconds left to go in the second period. He has that arm, he has that elbow kind of pushed in there just a little bit more, but nothing doing there for him. Now he has the
30 seconds left in the period. It'll be interesting to see if Zebron rides him out. That'll make this match a little more interesting going into the third period.
Absolutely, all tied up at 4, and now we go into the center of the mat, back to the center of the mat.
And if this match goes to overtime, that stall call could potentially be big for Zebron.
It definitely could if he can take advantage of it, but you never really do know. This is the sport of wrestling. You never know anything that happens until it actually happens, and Pinto stands and tries to get out of it.
Zebron's got a bar and wrist in. This is not a lot of time, but this is where Zebron likes to be.
And definitely, if you're a Pinto, you definitely want to hold on for the last 5 seconds.
Yep. Don't get turned. There's 5 seconds left. Don't get turned.
And at the end of 2, we're all tied up at 4.
It's
going to be Zebron's choice, and Coach Lascari's telling him to go bottom to start. So we'll get to the center of the mat. Zebron's going to go bottom. And Pinto, all he has to do, because a lot of times of what we've been seeing from him too, like when he has been on top, especially with that takedown, like kind of been pulling him towards, he kind of needs to just pull away and just focus on breaking down the base of Zebron. And now he's going to try to split the legs. And see if he could try and break down the base of Zebron, but Zebron also wants to be the aggressor. He has that advantage to go bottom and escape and get a free point.
He also, he does have a little more room. If he gets out, he could stall a little bit,
And Zebron's got the escape. I thought he would have gotten the reverse right there if he would have put more, but
Pinto's in deep. Good chest wrap by Zebron.
And there is and now there's discussion about it at the head table about that for that. It's very close to calling the takedown.
They almost made us pull up the video, but I don't believe the ref could pull up a video and change his call in high school off of a replay. There's no challenges, no challenge bricks or anything.
It was extremely close there. If they were, I definitely would have made the case, and if it was inbounds. But it's kind of tough to call when they're both just fighting, you know, at the edge of the mat. But now we're getting neutral.
Zebron's in deep. He's switching off to a double.
And all he needs is just that takedown and that. But
Pinto comes up. Pinto might get the 3.
And he's got to be near it at least. And now he gets the takedown. He takes the lead. It's 6-5, but he's got to be careful. He's getting a little sloppy from top. And Zebron, now he's going to get called.
He's got a locked hands.
That's
and a reversal.
Well, no reversal called yet there, but he's going to let him. He should be able to let him finish there at least.
2 and 1.
And that's going to make it 8-7.
That is a huge difference. And now Zebron gets called for locked hands.
Oh, my goodness. My goodness, what a crazy sequence we've been getting there. So we got to be all. It's got to be. I'm thinking it's all tied up at 8. I got to say
I believe
it's 8-8.
8-8, I think.
From what we saw, it should be all tied up at 8. It's 8-8. From my advantage point, I have 8-8. Because when you think about it, it's the takedown. He gets the locked, so he gets the takedown. Pinto gets the takedown, makes it 6-5. Locked hands, 6-6. Reversal would make it 8. And then the reversal at the end.
They have it 8-8.
So it is 8-8, yes. So I wanted to make sure I got that correct. And Pinto, all he needs, he has 22 seconds left. He's got time. He can get out from underneath here. But Zebran's going to try to hold on for dear life.
He doesn't have a stall against him, though.
No, he does not.
So he could hold on here.
The Hackettstown coaches want a stall warning, and there's nothing there yet. Nothing there yet, but he works right up. And Pinto,
I don't know,
5 seconds to go, and he's gonna be near the reversal there.
No, Zebran's still on the leg.
He's got the leg hooked right in. There's no escape, no reversal. We're going overtime, tied up at 8.
Wait. He said 1 point.
No, he's given what he does when they do that they do the 1 minute on the clock for the overtime period. So here we go, an exciting match here at 144. Pinto of Hackettstown, Zebran of North Warren. A takedown will win it here. If not, we're going into the
so far match of the night. Zebran gets in deep, but Pinto gets a leg in. That's 3 for Pinto.
That's got to be at least 3, and it is 3 because all he needed just throw in those legs. You get the takedown. It's going to make this a 30-6 Hackettstown lead over North Warren. What a crazy match.
Yeah, that was a crazy one.
Do you own a local business? Why don't you become a sponsor? We have some sponsorship opportunities left for the 24-25 season. All you have to do is just see that little black box on your screen there with the red text that says your logo here. All you have to do is just fill out the sponsor form and provide us all of your business information so we can make you the star of the show at GardenStateHSWrestling.com. Today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, the Harrington Companies, Performance, Trophies and Medals, and Forum Coffee for providing financial support this season to allow GardenStateHSWrestling.com to broadcast all of our high school wrestling matches. We are here at North Warren High School bringing you the action between the Hackettstown Tigers and the North Warren Patriots with the alums, James Clarke and James Dacunto. James Clarke from Hackettstown, Dacunto from North Warren. We are here at 150 pounds. Hackettstown's leading it 30-6. We'll see if the 150 bout can definitely live up to the hyperness of what we saw from the last bout right there. So we have
beautiful blast double by Carr.
Carr from Hackettstown and Oliveira from North Warren. Got the takedown there by Carr. I'm not related to Derek Carr of the quarterback for the Saints, and he gets the back points there.
And the fall.
Extends the lead for Hackettstown. It is 36-6. Halfway through the match already. Follow us on social media, on Facebook, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on X, GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. Also, be sure to hit that little like button down below on our live stream for tonight and hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs. It's your team, it's your county, and it's your site, GardenStateHSWrestling.com. Going into the 157 pound.
Nick Springs from North Warren. He likes to be called, or the team likes to call him Sick Nick. And we have.
Here we go, getting into the set. We have Sheriff from Hackettstown and Springs from North Warren, and Sheriff getting that takedown in, making it 3-0. And a lot right there for the cradle right there. And he gets the pin. Extends the lead for Hackettstown. It's now 42-6. We also like to take the time to thank our sponsors for tonight, and they are the following: Cosmore's Garage, Trinity Air Cooling, Heating and Comfort, Sonny's 2 Pizza and Pasta, Estabilt Wrestling Club, Pizza Express of Blairstown, Lobo MMA, Quality Automotive of Blairstown, and Anco Hydraulics for providing financial support to bring us the live action tonight between the Hackettstown Tigers and the North Warren Patriots. Today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, the Harrington Companies, Performance Trophies and Medals, and Forum Coffee.
We have Aiden Hamill from the Patriots. And
McGovern from Hackettstown. Here at 165. And after this bout, we only have 4 more bouts to go, so it's definitely flying by tonight. Hackettstown has already clinched the match for the night. But obviously, you know, you definitely want to get all your wrestlers in to get the mat experience.
Good double by McGovern.
Takedown there by McGovern makes it 3-0. But definitely a really good matchup here tonight between the two. You know, obviously for the two schools, know each other very well. Have had some good matches over the years, and pretty, for the most part, pretty evenly matched too, as you can tell too. There were definitely a lot of bouts as well, so it's always good to see.
Yep. Just North Warren, just, you know, they're one of the greener teams. They got a lot. Their numbers are up a lot this year, but it's filled with a lot of newer kids. So it'll be interesting to see what Lascari does with these newer kids, and you know how he decides to mold their styles.
Definitely. You could tell definitely early in the season, a lot of wrestling left for sure. And this is one of those matches that you want to start off the season with here.
And as a head coach, you know, having all these newer kids is, you know, you could start to mold these kids into your own style, and you know, start a tradition up at North Warren.
Out of bounds here. 19 seconds left to go in the first period.
Probably.
So here we go.
McGovern is still up 3-0 going into the second period. It is Hackettstown's choice. They defer.
It's going to be McGovern's choice.
I don't think Lascari wanted him to go on top. Oh, I see. It was a misunderstanding by the ref.
Yes, I think they were thinking top right there, and they deferred it. Hackettstown deferred it, and then Lascari looked over and said, "No, we want to go bottom, get that free point." 3-0 match here. It's like, yeah, just get the points while you can.
He's working a power half, but he pulls Hamill over top of him. Hamill might get he loses. He had an opportunity to score out of almost like a Peterson-like position.
It was almost, and you know, the thing is, you don't see a lot of Petersons, and I would have been in my glory if we would have seen tonight at least someone hit one Peterson. That was always something that we were always told in the wrestling room, make sure you throw in that Peterson, and almost would have made my night right there to see that.
You don't see too many Petersons nowadays. It's just, I don't want to say it's easy to counter, but it's kind of, it's very easy to nullify at least. You know, it's predictable in my opinion. Through my experience, I didn't hit many Petersons. It became really hard to hit Petersons as you know the years gone on. And the guys got better, but you still see some Petersons every now and then, and always good to hit one. You know, it's a free 6 points now with the 4 point near fall.
Yep, exactly. So always something right there that you get to do. So 48 seconds left to go. It's McGovern. It's leading this one right now. It is 3-0 still for McGovern after that first period takedown. And he's just working for dear life, making sure that he can try to either ride him out or turn him. But McGovern's definitely been doing everything that he can to turn him here. And we'll see if he can do that. He does try to throw in the half Nelson in, which is one of those basic moves in the sport of wrestling. That was one of the first pinning combinations you learn if you're an inexperienced wrestler or new to the sport.
Probably the first pinning combination I learned, and I used it, you know, all the way through my career. I used it down at the state tournament. I got pins with the half Nelson.
Exactly. A lot of people do that these days.
And McGovern's going to call for a full Nelson, I believe.
Yep, full Nelson there, so that's going to make it a point.
He
8
didn't
seconds
get
left to
out.
go.
Well, he still has time to get out, but if not, at least he still got a point from the full Nelson.
Makes it a free point right there. You got 8 seconds left to go. He can make something out of it. We'll see what he can try and do with that. Breaks down the mat.
He's got a bar locked up. Not enough time to make anything happen out of it. But Hackettstown choice.
He's gonna go bottom.
See what Hamill has here on top.
And here we go. We're gonna break down the mat.
McGovern's right up to his feet and into a high crotch, then to a double for the reversal.
5-1 now. 10 seconds into the third period. That's why it's always very crucial in the sport of wrestling. If you're new to the sport, you always want to choose bottom. Bottom's one of the more basic ways to score from any sort of position, so it worked out for him well. And now we got a
stalling on Hamill.
Yep, that is a warning on Hamill right there.
And McGovern's got a bar locked up pretty tight in there.
We'll see what he could do with that bar. He still has some time.
He's keeping it legal.
We'll definitely make sure to see if he can run it here.
That's an interesting way of finishing a bar.
Now he'll throw it in. He realized there wasn't enough time for the bar, and now he'll just throw in the half Nelson. He's near the pin right there. If he can stick him, just needs a little bit more time to see what he can get from that. Just needs a little bit more pressure on that arm, and he might get the pin here, and he gets the pin. 55 seconds left to go in the third period. Makes it a 48-6 Hackettstown lead over the North Warren Patriots. Great job by McGovern for getting that pin. Follow us on social media, on Facebook, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on Instagram, or on Garden State HS Wrestling, and on X at Garden State HSW. Be sure to also hit that like button down below on our stream, as well as subscribe for our YouTube page for all of your wrestling needs. Is your team, is your county, and is your site, GardenStateHSWrestling.com. And here we go. We're at 175 pounds now.
We have Logan Garrix from North Warren versus
Durna from Hackettstown.
Logan's I think he's gonna have a similar senior year as me. You might not know him now, but I think come March you're gonna know his name.
Absolutely, the Garrix family, definitely a real well-known wrestling family throughout the years in New Jersey, from the Hackettstown perspective, from Phillipsburg, and now you have one in North Warren, and there's also a wrestler out in Illinois as well too, which is a cousin of theirs as well too. So the Garrix family, definitely a big wrestling family. I've had a lot of respect for them over the years, and Logan, one of
he's hit that snap go behind, I believe, 3 times now. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
9-3 now after that escape. He's already got three takedowns here already, and another one he'd be in major decision territory.
Good double, good mat awareness by Garrix, keeping himself in. He was close to the edge.
That's something that coaches always preach, is to ensure that they are mat awareness. Be sure where you are in the mat at all times. Every point counts. Something
I noticed, when you're younger, you hear a lot about mat awareness, but as you get older into high school, you hear less and less about it. And I think that's an impressive double leg by Garrix, but it's something you don't hear about as much. He has him on his back.
He's near the pin right there. He should be getting it.
Gets it.
Gets it for North Warren. Adds another win for North Warren for tonight. It's going to extend the lead. It's now 48-12. Hackettstown leads it over the North Warren Patriots.
Garrix has been put.
Do you own a local business? Become a sponsor. We have some sponsorship opportunities left for the 2024-25 season. All you have to do is just hit that black box right there with the red text that says your logo here and fill out the sponsor form. Let GardenStateHSWrestling.com make you the star of the show. Our local sponsors for tonight, we'd like to thank them, and they are the following: Cosmore's Garage, Trinity Air Cooling, Heating and Comfort, Sonny's 2 Pizza and Pasta, Estabilt Wrestling Club, Pizza Express of Blairstown, Lobo MMA, Quality Automotive of Blairstown, and Anco Hydraulics. And we have a forfeit there at 190 from Zach Calhoun. Gets the forfeit at 190. We're going to go over to 215 now. It's 54-12. Hackettstown is leading this right now. It will be a forfeit win there for Hackettstown, making the 60 mark there. 60-12, Hackettstown leads it. And now here comes the 285 weight class, the final bout of the night.
We have Jackson 4 from North Warren.
And this right here is Samir Murad.
You can tell Garrick's been putting in the work this offseason. You know, if you watched him wrestle last year and then watch that match, looks like a completely different wrestler.
Definitely, he's definitely going to turn it on into a senior season. Both wrestlers here. I know I've seen Murad last year wrestle a lot of times. I know last year for Hackettstown and had some exciting matches, like second, third year wrestler for him. So
big size difference between the two, though.
That's always what it is in the sport of wrestling, is that when you're at heavyweight, there's always a weight difference that you can always
Jackson
see.
told me before the match that he plans on dropping down to 220 or 215 it is now, and before he gets a takedown, you know, that's impressive. That's a big man on top of him.
And Murad trying to face him and get out.
Oh, he's got a cement job. Oh, he's got to watch his head here.
See if he can get something from that. Minute left to go in the first period.
Oh, and he gets a half. Oh, he's got to watch that fat man roll.
And that's one of those things that can happen. And
you know, he's newer to heavyweight, you know.
Murad gets the pin to end the night for Hackettstown. It is 66-12. Final score for Hackettstown for tonight. Big win right there, and a great night for Hackettstown to end it on that night. Be sure to follow us on social media, on Facebook, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on X at GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. Be sure to also hit that little like button on our stream from tonight, and also be sure to hit the subscribe button to subscribe for all of your wrestling needs. It's your team, it's your county, and it's your site, GardenStateHSWrestling.com. Do you own a local business? Well, why don't you become a sponsor? We still have some sponsorship opportunities left for the 24-25 season. All you have to do is just hit that little black box right there with the red text that says your logo here, and you can fill out the sponsor form, and you can become a sponsor here at GardenStateHSWrestling.com. Let us make you the star of the show. We'd like to take the time to thank our sponsors for tonight, and they are the following: Cosmore's Garage, Trinity Air, Cooling, Heating, and Comfort, Sonny's 2 Pizza and Pasta, Estabilt Wrestling Club, Pizza Express of Blairstown, Lobo MMA, Quality Automotive of Blairstown, and Anco Hydraulics. And today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, and the Harrington Companies, Performance Trophies and Medals, and Forum Coffee. We are here at the Harrington Press Box here, bringing you the final thoughts on tonight. James Clarke alongside here with James Dacunto. Hackettstown wins this. It is final score 66-12. James, the James duo, by the way. You know, big, you know, obviously the scoreboard looked lopsided, but overall, too, you could tell this was, you know, two teams that really know each other. Talk a little bit about your thoughts on tonight's match.
North Warren, they're definitely a greener team. They're less experienced, but that being said, I think that's almost an advantage to Lascari because he could really mold these guys into the wrestlers he wants them to be. Hackettstown, they look great tonight. Most of their guys, you know, a lot of experience. You know, they have a real varsity lineup. That's the issue with North Warren, is they kind of just have to put whoever they have at that weight class. They have options. They have, you know, varsity level wrestlers. A lot of their guys look very good. I was impressed by Gutierrez. I was impressed by by Pinto. Pinto had a very good matchup with Trey Zebron. It was a very entertaining match to watch. A little confusing there at the end of the score, but a very entertaining match nonetheless. Logan Garrix looked great up at 175, and I believe he said he might be wrestling down at 159 by the end of the year, so that'll be interesting to see. Do you have any thoughts on the match?
Yeah, overall, really good match. But I think as far as, like, we got to really talk about the wrestler of the night for tonight, of course. And in my honest opinion, 144 was the match of the night. I think Pinto from Hackettstown was that wrestler that just kept fighting and fighting to the end, went into overtime.
I have to agree with that. You know, even in overtime, you know, it looked like Zebran had the takedown. turns out not. Very good matchup. Very good match by Pinto. Very close, very hard fought. Showed a lot of grit on both ends. So I'm going to have to say it was Pinto, too.
Absolutely. Now, just to talk a little bit about our coverage for tomorrow, for the next couple of days. So tomorrow we will be at Mount Olive, bringing you the action between the Mount Olive Marauders and the Warren Hills Blue Streaks. We'll be doing both boys and girls. The girls will be starting at 6 p.m. and approximately for the boys, if everything goes well and if it gets done within an hour, Warren Hills will be starting at 7 for the boys side of things. And then for Friday, we're going to be at the legendary, of course, one of our best coverages that we get for the year, the PCTI match against Clifton. That will be at PCTI. That will be on Friday. Match start time is approximately around 6 o'clock. We'll also have the Lakers Holiday Tournament at 2:30 on Saturday. Approximately, we'll be filming the finals match and the third place matches as well, too, with some commentary. And, of course, for Sunday, we have the Bloomfield Girls Holiday Tournament Finals, which will be starting approximately around 2 o'clock on Sunday. So we have so much great wrestling coming up. Everybody, listen, always a pleasure for all of you to tune in and watch tonight's stream and any other streams that we do. So with all that being said, thank you for everybody for tuning in, from James Dacunto, who did a phenomenal job, from our camera woman, Amanda, who did a phenomenal job tonight with her camera work, looking through the monitor and everything. Great job from her. From Jared, the podcasting legend, too. From Donald J. Brower as well. That's the tech director, the best one I've ever had in my whole life, as he it gives me the thumbs up. That usually doesn't happen. And, of course, James Clarke, your favorite commentator, get recognized at Princeton University, saying thanks so much. We'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.